Hello good people, what's up everyone? Today I'll show you a way to get lots of Astral Sand. We'll be using a chainsaw to cut down cacti. Since each cactus sells for 100 Astral Sand, I'll show you how to collect over 600 in just 5 minutes. First, we need a chainsaw. You unlock the chainsaw in memetics, and a bit further down in infrastructure we have the chainsaw. Now, let's craft it at our supplies workbench. So, let's find it. And there we have it. And it requires a storage battery. You can craft it here, but I already got one, so let's craft it. And it's done. So, let's move on. Now, we want to buff ourselves with the recipe we get from memetics. In memetics, we go to logistics. At the bottom of the tree, we have dishes 4, where we get canned seafood in oil. It gives us stroke of luck, which gives us a chance to get a large increase in our gathering on our final strike while mining or logging. We craft this food recipe at our stove, and it requires fish, morel, corn oil and some aluminum ingots. And depending on what fish we use, we get a different secondary buff. We want to get the logging speed increase, so let's take that and let's craft some. By the way, I have a memetic specialization that gives me 1 extra item when I craft canned goods, so I get 8. Just a heads up, the gear and buffs I use are just examples. Depending on the memetic specializations, food and gear you go with, your setup could end up earning even more Astral Sand. Now, let's talk about the equipment I use when chopping down those cacti. I use 4 scout pieces, giving me 12% movement speed and 20% stamina recovery speed when my health is below 50%. My rustic hat gives me 8% movement speed. And finally, I also have 1 raid piece for 15% gathering speed. Now, I only have my melee weapon equipped, and that's because of the deviation that I use. Let's get to the deviation and I'll show you why. And there, I use the Enchanting Void, and that's because of the combat assist ability. That ability gives me 10% movement speed increase when I hold my melee weapon, so to make it easy, I only have my melee weapon equipped. To get the scout set bonus, we reduce our health below 50% using any method, light explosives. To check your current health, go to gear, and then at the bottom right you can open details. Here we can see our exact current health and ensure it's below 50%. Now, this is a good location, close to Blackfell, but of course there might be better spots somewhere in the world. However, this one is quite good. Let's not forget the buffs. I'm using featherweight as well to increase my load, just in case. And we got 5 minutes, so let's go. Now, 5 minutes have passed, so let's see what we got. We have quite a lot of cacti here, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 738 cacti in 5 minutes on this run. That's pretty good. But it depends a bit on your luck with procs. Now, the final thing left is to sell all our cacti and get our Astral Sand. So, let's do that. And as expected, we got 73.8k Astral Sand for our cacti. And that's it for this video. Have a nice day everyone.